Good afternoon, guys. Happy Wednesday.
Hey guys.
Here we have another installment of our Wednesday feature, but we're bucking the trend today. We're not going to be another installment of Ed's Tantrums. We're going to be going for something different. What are we doing today?
Smiles today. It's Recalibration Day to celebrate the launch of the technology.
That's right. So take us through this, Ed. What does calibration mean? What are we actually talking about here?
So what I mean by that is you can do all the strength training, you can do all the training you need, but if you're not even throughout sides, we know that you can increase your injury risk by a fair bit.
Absolutely. So, one of the fundamental movements that we love to look at are things like, squats, deadlifts, calf raises.
Big movements.
Exactly. Things that you do as far as an exercise, but also just on a daily basis that are really important to how you do your job or how you live your life. So being able to identify if there are any discrepancies is absolutely essential to maximizing your performance and reducing your risk of further injury, or basically
That's right.
giving yourself the best opportunity to enjoy life.
A lot of people do a lot of double-legged exercises. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
But the main thing is that we need to make sure we actually evenly distributing the weight. Either slacks off or just one side gets way stronger and you're overloading through one side, and that can lead to injury, especially with repetitive movements, especially if you're training double-legged stuff.
Exactly. So as Ed said, nothing wrong with double leg exercises, but if that's all you're doing, you're not addressing the cause. You're really just a case of putting the newspaper over the dog poo again, just go over and over again, and you're not actually addressing any of the cause. It's still going, and you're just basically going to go around in circles.
So we're lucky enough here at the Injury Rehab Centre to use the latest technology that we just launched. So one of our personal favourites is
the force plates.
Not saying that the push and pull isn't as good, but it's definitely one of my personal favourites to use in terms of what I just like to do with my exercises.
So as we touched on, the strength side, really important. One of my favourite features as well is looking at power movements as well. So particularly the single leg hop as well, looking at your efficiency. So a lot of the times we'll look at people hopping forward as far as they can go. And in fact, one of the common things we see is the one that's not going as far is actually having more force required to get a lesser output. So we're looking at not only your strength imbalances, but your power imbalances and your muscle efficiency as well.
That's right. Not only we use it as an assessment tool, but we can use it throughout the whole rehab phase and start to zone in these later stages of rehab and performance-based side of things and return to sport, which is super important.
Absolutely.
Which a lot of people kind of miss in their rehab phase and return too early. We're still with those big discrepancies and end up injured again, which...
Absolutely, which is not what we want. So Ed's going to take us through some of these features of the force plates, a few exercises. So let's get started.
That's right. Okay. We're just going to do a simple little exercise here. One of my favorite exercises. So we got the force plates down at the bottom here, and I'm just going to bring you guys through a power snatch. So we got the technology here as well, so it's all recorded on terms of the tablet, which I'll give Frosty to look after. So we got all the app there, and basically all we're going to do is we've got the force plates calibrated. This would normally be with a barbell or kind of actual some weights, and we'd couple this up with video analysis to make sure we're spot on in terms of your technique and loading technique. So what we're going to do here...
Take us through it.
That's right. We're just going to go down into that nice starting position. You're just going to kind of go into that squat snatch. You start to see if there's any discrepancies, not by just hip sway, but also we got more accurate data now on the force plates. So we can actually see if there's any loading differences between sides.
So Ed, what's happened here? You got 18% more on the right hand side. What is going on here, mate?
Injuries. That's old injuries through the right ankle, most likely playing up there. So we can actually track, we can have a look at the spikes, the loading phase, we can couple that with a video analysis, see how what phase of the movement as well starts to break down, and we can break down the movement and kind of rehab that from there on.
All right, Ed, take us through something a little bit more simple. He's going to take us through just a normal body weight squat now as well, just to see where we're going here.
Right.
So, good to go. Give me 3 reps, 3 of your best.
Right. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Beautiful. Okay.
Good.
So, switched up the ratio this time. 12% more on the left-hand side. So, talk us through that. What's going on there this time, Ed?
So we're definitely loading more through the left side here to move out a bit more simple movement, less complicated, and obviously ankle range in my case. I know because we've gone through the assessment that I don't have as much ankle range on my right compared to my left. So I'm definitely kind of at the bottom of the squat, loading a bit more through that left side, definitely.
And obviously that can help, you know, paint the picture of what else is going on. Obviously that's not all we would look at, but it can certainly help, you know, track your rehab, give you the right exercises, give you the right exercises as far as flexibility as well as strengthening as well.
We couple all of these with other objective assessments like strength and flexibility.
So we also wanted to include more interaction as well with our viewers. So take us through this, Ed. We're going to veer away from the Ed's tantrums.
Yes.
What do you got for us?
So we're calling you guys out. What we're asking from you guys is to throw us a challenge, either me or Frosty. We want you guys to come up with a challenge, and we're gonna try our best to tick that off every
It can be anything.
week.
Anything
it can be
you like.
anything. It doesn't have to be exercise related. It can be anything, even just for the giggles, as long as it's PG.
Yeah, we'll say PG. I think.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So throw us in a comment section what you would like either me or Frosty to do, or it can be kind of like as a duo as well, and then we'll try and tick it off. The comment that gets the most likes wins.
Sounds good. So, give us some interaction, guys. We'd love to hear from you.
That's right.
Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll look forward to next week for
That's
another
right.
installment.
If you're a lifter, if you're injured, or you do sports and wanting to get a bit more an understanding of why it's getting injured, why it's happening in the first place, book yourself in at the Injury Rehab Centre.
That's right. We'd love to see you.
That's right.
Thanks, guys.
Happy days.